Hey y'all, I'm Kev.
I'm Dee.
And welcome to Pour It Out Thursday. All right, girl, how you doing?
Child, just hanging on.
Literally taking it day by day.
Day by day.
I feel like last week was so great. Last Pour It Out Thursday episode, I was talking to this guy. I was like honeymoon phase on cloud 9. By this episode, I'm not even talking to him. It's like a love story ended too quick. It's just too short. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I do low-key feel heartbroken.
Poof and
Just
like
poof
that.
and done.
Damn.
Like, I have no chance. Like, I have no chance. It's crazy.
I heard
it's
that
ridiculous.
the dating life is like
No, the dating life is
scary.
absolutely terrible. No, it's absolutely terrible. Like, it's literally absolutely terrible. Like, these
I guess it don't matter. These niggas just ain't shit.
These niggas ain't shit, but the spirit of gay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, so welcome back to another episode. To start off this episode, we want to do a little icebreaker. So we want to do 2 truths and one lie. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. Because I'm trying to rethink my questions.
Number 1, I love wings. Number 2, I'm thick. And number 3, I love to sleep in.
All right, is one of these truth or lies delusional? Does it come with delusion? Because where's the thick? Like,
Baby, we said 2 truths and 1 lie.
well, way to make it easy.
Oh, wait, which one is your final answer? 2 truths
The
and 1
lie
lie.
is I'm thick. That's delusion.
No, girl, you're wrong. That's the truth. Unfortunately, she is wrong. So the first truth was 1, I love wings. I do love wings.
Tear them down.
No, I love wings. No, for real. The second truth is I am indeed thick. You know, don't let the clothes fool you. The third one was a lie, sleeping in. I hate sleeping in. Yeah, I don't like sleeping in. I feel like my sleeping in is like till like 10.
My 3 is 1, I love anything adventurous like skydiving, zip lining, all that. 2, I've been invited to the White House twice. 3, I love seafood.
Well, that was easy.
That was. You see, one thing about black people.
Tear you down.
Yes.
God, maybe I would love to know who is inviting you to the White House. Who is inviting you to the White House?
So which one is it?
Girl, ain't nobody inviting you to the White House.
So that's the lie?
That's the lie.
In middle school, I was invited twice. My 6th grade and 7th grade year. And guess what? My Haitian ass parents, you think not my parents, but they didn't let me go.
Really?
Yes.
So you were really invited to the White House?
Yeah, I was really
twice?
invited.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So the lie is the adventurous?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, that is true. But when you said adventurous, I thought because you love to travel, like that's adventure.
But that's why I put the little
heights and so like that. That is true. Yeah. And you do love yourself a seafood boil. Oh, this girl. This girl, she'll get her hands dirty in that bag.
No, for real.
All right, y'all. So enough of this 2 truths and 1 lie. Because if it's 1 truth, I'm ready to get my drink.
Yes.
So with that being said, what is our drink for today's episode?
Ooh, I feel like lately we've just been doing classics.
Yeah, like very classy drinks.
Today's drink is a Moscow Mule.
Ooh, I like me a little ginger beer.
Yes. All right, let's get into it.
All right, let's get it.
All right, y'all, let's make this drink. Today's drink is a Moscow Mule. Isn't this cute? All right, so starting off, I feel like all these recipes are the same. 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of lime juice. Once again, double of everything. Our ice to our shaker. Also, we're gonna add some ice in our cup. This is totally your preference on how much you wanna put. So this drink is a little different because we have to top it off with ginger beer. Obviously, this is your preference on how much you want to put. And there we have it, y'all. Our Moscow Mule. Cheers. Don't forget, 21 and older, drink responsibly. Yeah.
Yo, if only y'all could see her face when she took that sip. You know what? The ginger beer is very powering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But remember, we talked about it with that brand, that Jamaican brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you see how it does have that ginger, actual ginger.
Yes,
kick to it.
Yes, it has that actual ginger kick to it. That's just kind of throwing it off a little bit.
Unlike when we use regular ginger beer previously, it's just...
Yeah, that is true.
But one thing I do like about these cups, it keeps it really cold.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, it really does. But I like a Moscow Mule.
Me too.
Yeah, I never used to be a fan of it. But you know what really made me like it is because of the ginger beer. I never really knew what ginger beer was until I started knowing about Moscow Mules.
You know what I like about Moscow Mules too? Like when you're drinking it, you don't ever taste the alcohol.
Yes.
No matter how strong you try to make it, that ginger always balances it out.
Yeah. It's refreshing in a way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's good. What would you rate it, girl? What would you give it?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I give it an 8. I like the Moscow Mule. Yeah, it gives really laid back, chill, let's just grab a quick drink type of vibe. Now we have our drink, so you already know what time it is. It is time to sit, sip, and chat while we get into all things culture. With Culture Talk, girl, what are we starting with today? Y'all know I love Culture Talk.
It's been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just start with that.
Indeed.
It's just been a crazy week.
Yeah, we might need a couple of these.
Yeah. President Biden, his last couple of days, he had posthumously pardoned civil rights leader Marcus Garvey. If some of y'all don't know, I'm gonna just state some little facts about him. Marcus Garvey is originally from St. Anne Bay, Jamaica. Honestly, I've recently just heard about him, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. So I did some research and I watched one of his documentaries. You can watch it on YouTube. It's 2 hours long. So his father was born a slave. His mom, typical work for the white man cooking. Marcus was just like his father, loved to read. They say that if you could pick out anything from the dictionary, he would tell you the definition. At the age of 14, he had to stop going to school. So he worked as an apprentice assistant. He soon mastered it. And by then he started printing his own newspaper, all that. So after a while, he started doing activist work in Jamaica. Soon enough, he wanted to do bigger things. He knew his purpose, it was more than just to be in Jamaica. So he moved to New York, Harlem specifically. In 1923, he was sent to jail for mail fraud. And he did 3 years, and after that, he was deported back to Jamaica. And I think later on, he went to London, and that's when he passed away, obviously years later in 1940. Just like a lot of Black activists, their ending was always in a bad way. Malcolm X, it's false accusations, going to jail, doing time of things that they didn't really do. And I guess Biden pardoned him just to I guess get rid of that, like, just to like set him, just to clear his name.
To clear his name,
Yeah, so when I heard that, I was like, what? So then that's when I did my research about him, and I was like, wow, I've never really heard about him like that. But all the Jamaicans were happy because obviously he's a Jamaican. He's Jamaican, and he was a big activist. Did a lot of work. I can't wait to like learn more about him because like I said, I never heard about him. Like,
wow.
I was never taught about him. So like, he probably did, and even like Dr. Martin Luther King looked up to him.
Wow.
And we looked up to Dr. Martin Luther King.
So imagine.
Yeah, so imagine.
That goes to show that the impact when they try to tarnish your name. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Wipe up history.
Yeah, your name has power. So I think it shows a lot that Biden was able to pardon him. Yeah. And, you know, speaking on regards to Biden with his last couple of days, as we know, these past few days, our new president, Donald Trump, the 47th president, convicted felon, is now back into the White House for the next 4 years. As you know, we did tune in to the inauguration just for poured out purposes. Not that we would have.
It was okay.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
One of the important things, especially with how this world is going to be moving in the 4 years, I think one of the main things that we need to just keep in mind is just making sure that we're keeping up to date with what's going on in the world. I think this is the time that we're knowledgeable. This is the time that we're doing research and being able to understand what's possibly affecting us personally, what could be affecting the marginalized groups that you're in. So with that being said, with this inauguration, within the first day, I think he's the first president to have established so many executive orders in history on his first day in term. So for those of you that don't know what an executive order is, basically as a president, he can pass on orders that don't need to go through the Congress to become a law. Some of the executive orders that we want to touch base on very lightly: birthright citizenship, stripping away the citizenship of a child that's born within the U.S. soil if their parent is an illegal immigrant. Right now, he's putting a pause on all refugee applications for 90 days. Lord knows how long that's going to continue. We have to be aware with the limitations that will be lifted from ICE now. ICE will be able to invade hospitals now for people that are undocumented, that are searching for health care. We also have to be aware that now Donald Trump is also passing for all federal policies and documents to only classify and recognize two genders, which is male and female. So that's obviously stripping away the rights of transgenders in regards to classification. I think it just goes to show that this is going to be, I don't want to necessarily say a rough 4 years, but this is definitely going to be something that we're all going to have to keep our eyes open.
It literally affects minorities.
It literally affects minorities.
Only.
It literally affects minorities only.
Yeah.
If we really want to talk. And, you know, now, you know, when it comes to corporations, you know, now it's going to allow them the advantage to participate in sexual discrimination, gender discrimination, racial discrimination. So, I mean, it's... I don't know. I really, even when it came time to election, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I really didn't think that Donald Trump would be walking back into the White House.
Yeah.
And then now that's the case. I mean, yeah, I don't even need to ask you how you feel because I think we're both on the same kind of page. Yeah. Yeah, so like we said before, continue doing your research and making sure, because maybe
you know what I'm thinking about? Jesse Wu.
How would vote for Donald Trump? I would vote for Donald Trump.
Yo, she's
Jesse Wu. Yo, that was hilarious. No, for real. When I tell you, the Latinos, they showed up in the polls.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, they were having permits. I would vote for Donald Trump. Like, yo.
No, I'm sorry, that's not funny, but
It's
like,
not funny, but
it's like
it's
crazy.
It's like, you just have to laugh because it's so crazy.
Yeah, you have to laugh at it.
You have to laugh because it's so crazy. This is the time, if you're a person, you're not really familiar when it comes to gender classification, or you're not a person that's really familiar with like pronouns, you know, I think this is the time you really do research and understand why it's affecting people, and you know, whether it's something that you agree with or something that you don't agree with. I think it is right that we all, you know, have some sense to what's going on and how it affects others that probably are close to you.
To segue into the next topic, can we not continue and act like TikTok being back, that it's like, let's give a clap to him?
A round of applause. Let's give a round of applause. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that TikTok came back so quick, it has to be a part of his plan.
No, all right, so the next topic obviously is the TikTok ban and unban.
Yeah.
So the one thing was TikTok was we talked about it, so I don't need to rehash it, but TikTok ended up getting banned over last weekend.
Yeah.
And you go on the app, it's a whole message saying how TikTok is banned, but we're working so closely with President Trump, to try to bring it back, right? Mind you, he was the reason why this whole ban started to begin with.
Right.
Then TikTok comes back 12 hours later. Mind you, TikTok comes back, I'm fine, I'm scrolling, I realize that it's back, I'm scrolling, I'm happy, obviously. Then later on that day, I go on TikTok, a message pop up, thanking Donald Trump for working with them to bring TikTok back.
That's crazy.
He's gonna try to use this as like, oh, this is what I did for you, just like with the stimulus. Oh, I gave y'all a stimulus check, but it's like, no, you really didn't give us a stimulus check. And then he's gonna like, oh, I brought TikTok back. Like, let's not give him that.
I feel like in the time that we live today, especially when it comes to our generation, they love to say that we're the ones that are easily influenced.
Yeah.
You know, manipulated. So I think it's so important for us to understand that what could possibly be going on behind the scenes with this whole TikTok ban, it coming back. I mean, obviously, you know, Donald Trump was able to get an extension. I believe this extension is for about 90 days. So I believe it's going back up to this. I believe it's going to face the Supreme Court once again in April. So we have the 9 days. To be honest, in my opinion, I don't think TikTok is going away. But I think this savior complex that Trump has, I think he wants to look like the hero at the end of it. I mean, even with the inauguration, in his speech, he quote unquote stated that God saved him so he can make America great again. So, Lord knows what could be a part of his plan, but I definitely know TikTok plays such a huge part. Even with this ban alone, like when TikTok got banned, that's all what you saw on Instagram. Instagram wasn't even Instagram that day. It was literally all about TikTok. So you can already tell the impact that TikTok has as an app. I just don't think it's going away.
And I bet you that was the most traction Facebook and Instagram as a whole had.
Yes.
In a very long time. And when that ban happened, we all moved to Instagram to talk about how our TikTok is not there.
Yeah, right. And it's like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do now? Now we're back on this app. When we're back on TikTok, I mean, it seems like America as a whole was getting so much hate that when we jumped back on the app.
Can I say this? I know I'm born Haitian and everything, but being that I live in this soil, I live in this country, okay? I don't like the hate that America gets around the world. I don't know what's the hate about. Why do they hate us?
Honestly, it's so funny because when TikTok got banned, a lot of people started migrating to Red Note. That app. Even that app alone, it seems like when it comes to other countries, America just looks like the dummy. Like we're the one that looks like the clown.
I see why people don't like us, like Americans, because like I think Americans, like, we do have that demeanor where like we are
like
better.
Snobs. Yes. Like we're like snobs. Yeah. It gives like Blair from Gossip Girl.
Ooh, you've not been binge watching that.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm on like season 3. I like Blair.
I like Blair.
Because she knows what she wants.
Yes.
That is America. Blair is America.
Yeah.
Because she's going to do whatever she needs to get what she wants.
Exactly.
And that's America.
She don't care who she hurts in the way.
And that's literally America.
Yeah, America's Blair.
As a country.
Yeah. been hearing it's been in the works, small whispers that Meta is looking to purchase it. Now, if Meta is looking to purchase it,
it's not going to be the same. We're going to be censored.
Oh my gosh, yes. TikTok is not going to be the same. So TikTok will turn into a whole bunch of ads, and then our For You page is going to turn into what our Instagram timelines are, and I can't deal with it. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna be introducing a new segment that we wanna bring on into the show, which we're going to be calling it Mental Health Check-ins. Before we started doing this and getting in front of the camera, that was one of our main priorities when we did Pour It Out Thursdays, was really checking in with each other and making sure that we're doing good, not only physically, emotionally, but mentally. Really just making sure where our headspace is at through the week, if there's anything that has been going on amongst each other individually that we haven't had somebody to talk to, being an accountability partner for each other. So we wanted to open this segment so we can be able to use this platform to create a space for open dialogue for some of the controversial topics that people have experienced but gone through alone. So we want to be able to have the space to be able to have these conversations. And I think one of the first topics that we want to bring into this segment is coping with seasonal depression. She a big one. I feel like as an adult, many of us have experienced seasonal depression. I know I have, I know Fa has, but we don't want to sit here and talk about what seasonal depression is because I believe we've all experienced it, but we want to talk about ways that we have coped with it, especially now that we're going to be entering February, which is one of probably the coldest months of the year. It gets dark very early. People are not going out as much, For me, for myself, when I've had my experiences with seasonal depression, I think one of my main coping mechanisms have been community, really spending time with my loved ones. Quality time really becomes my love language, I'll really say. Just being around people so I'm not stuck in my head too much. I know a lot of times when I'm by myself, that's when all the negative thoughts come in. Like when I'm by myself, I'm just in my head. It's like your toughest critic. You know what I'm saying? You never give yourself a break. So to me, community is always so important, especially when I go through those seasons of depression. Being able to have people that talk life into you, that pour into you, that remind you that what you're going through is simply just a season. So I think having community is always important. Yeah, how about you, girl?
For me, it's hobbies. Like even if it's like short-term hobbies, doing Pilates, give myself little short-term goals. Like I remember I did that specifically last year, but I'm gonna try to do it again. I literally tried to go to the gym for 2 weeks straight, every day, nonstop. Like, literally it was no rest day. But that was like my little goal I gave myself. So I'm like, okay, all right, today I have to go to the gym. Like I have to make it so I could reach my 14-day goal. So like that kind of like gave me like a little sense of purpose. Like, okay, like I need to accomplish something.
Wow, that's good.
Another thing that I started recently was cycling at my gym. And it's the instructor that makes me like that class. Cause he got energy, like I love that class. But like my one friend, I know he started roller skating.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. Because I was about to say, to each its own.
Little different things that you could do to just keep yourself busy, just things, to keep that's interesting to you, whatever it might be, to keep yourself busy so that you could like, especially if you live in the East Coast, like he said, it gets dark, it's cold as hell. For me, I need the sun.
Yeah.
I thrive off the sun. I thrive off the heat. When it gets dark and cold, I literally will come home from work, shower, eat, and go to bed. It could be 6 o'clock, I'm in bed.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Just scrolling, like not doing nothing and just watching the day waste away. And like, and that's how like me personally, I will get sucked in because I'm like, I'm complaining to myself that I'm bored. I'm complaining to myself. Then you start thinking like, oh my God, I'm not where I want to be. Oh my God, I need to do this. Then that's for me personally, that's how my season of depression will start, because I'll have too much time to just sit down and think about what I'm not accomplishing when I could literally be doing something. Yeah. But yeah, just finding little hobbies to keep yourself busy and like achieve little small goals. Yeah. That's what works for me.
I loved how you brought up that, you know, one of the main reasons why you use hobbies as a coping mechanism is you felt like hobbies gave you purpose. And I feel like I love how you brought that up, because I wasn't able to connect the two until you said it. But a lot of times when we go through seasonal depression, we feel like we have no purpose. Yeah. You know? And when you're doing hobbies, it kind of gives you that little motivation where it like pushes you. Just like when you went to the gym 14 days straight, it's like, wow, like I accomplished something. Like it's something that made you feel good. Like purpose makes you feel good. Yeah. So being able to do something to attack that seasonal depression, I think that's a very smart coping mechanism. I might try it. I don't know if I'm going to go to the gym 14 days straight, but I'll definitely be having some type of hobby to include. Yeah, for sure.
Comment, like talk to us, like what ideas do y'all have, like how do y'all get through your seasonal depression if you ever experienced it? I feel like this generation we're better with our mental health than previous generation, but it is still a topic that's like people are still not fully comfortable to talk about. Talking about like they're depressed. It's like nobody want to walk around and say, oh, I'm so depressed, like because it gives like a negative. It has a negative connotation to it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like something that we all go through, but like we go through it silently. Yeah. You know, and then you'll be shocked when you find out like your closest friends are in a season of depression and you are too, and you guys can have been helping each other. Yeah. You know? Yeah, for sure.
All right, so our last segment is the song of the week. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I started this shit. I don't know why. It is something that we did used to do normally, but I don't know, like when we was doing, I feel like more music. We just talk about it. More people were dropping music, new albums was coming out. And lately, it's just been dry.
It's just been like radio silent.
Yeah, it's radio
silent.
Artists
have just not been dropping music.
Yeah, and if they do, it's not memorable. Yeah, right. My song of the week, and this really is one of my favorite songs, is Terminator by King Promise. Please go listen to it.
Yeah, such a joyful song.
Yeah, it's literally when I'm having a bad day and I play that song, it like turns my mood around. I get so happy. I'll be like ready to conquer everything. Yeah. But due to YouTube copyright, I can't even play a snippet. Play it.
No, right. Yeah. But I love that song. Yeah. My song of the week would be "Light the Way" by Phil Thompson. Yeah, I really feel like I've been going through a tough season of like some form of darkness. I don't like to wish that upon my life, but I feel like that song is just very encouraging. You know, it's within the title itself, you know, just really light the way. Like I need some type of light or some form of clarity. It's been uplifting and very encouraging, you know, for my ears and my soul. So yeah, I think that would be my song of the week.
Okay. And yes, please tell us, what do y'all put us onto different artists? Like songs. Maybe there's like artists that we never heard of.
That was one of the main reasons why we started doing it, so we could put each other onto new artists, new songs. Yeah.
Let us know what y'all jamming to.
Right. Yes.
Put me on, please.
No, seriously.
My playlist has been dry.
I need some new tunes. I need some new voices. I need some new people. Yes. It can be any. Well, I don't know about any genre, but I'm willing to try.
But I'm open.
Yeah, I'm open.
I'm open to listen. At least once.
Yeah, at least once. Yeah. Never say never.
All right, y'all. So this is it for this episode. I hope you guys like it. Please, obviously, tune in to next week's episode. We drop every Thursday around 6, God willing. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. And definitely comment, you guys, because I would love to like talk to you guys. Well, we both would love to talk to you guys, get feedbacks, and Well, thank you for watching.
Pour It Out Thursday.